Hey guys, I'm so glad that you're back with us at my channel for some more Bible journaling. I am working in the #Word Nerd Kit week 1, and we are in John chapter 1. And we have been challenged to read the chapter and then illustrate something that we had yet to know. And so since my little process here is kind of self-explanatory, I thought I would just kind of share my story about what has happened this last week. For those of you who don't know, I am from Las Vegas, and so I definitely call this place home. I've lived here since the 4th grade, and this is definitely home for me. And as you know, it's been a terrible, horrible, horrific week for all of us here in Las Vegas. I did have my mom down at the concert. Praise the Lord, she was able to get out after several hours of being on lockdown. She was uninjured, and so I know that that's just an angel looking after her, and that the time that I have with her is precious. When you go through and you feel like you're having your final conversation with a loved one, then it becomes something very real and very, very scary. And I wish that on no one. But the thing that I try and hold on to is that there was one bad guy and there were multiple people down on the strip that were amazing helpers and that were willing to be the light of God when we needed it the most. The first responders were absolutely fantastic. The way that they were able to get to the shooter in the amount of time that they did was absolutely phenomenal. My brother is a police officer, and even though he wasn't down there that night, he was there the next morning witnessing the aftermath, and just kind of seeing the horrific scenes, and still just being willing to go out and really fight for our city and protect it. And I just think that that is amazing. We've had hospitals and doctors that have been nonstop since Sunday evening, and doctors that are just now going home on Wednesday morning from work just to get some rest to be able to come back to work. So the amount of people who were being put in cars by Lyft drivers and just taken to wherever they needed to be for safety, that is what I kind of want us to be able to hold on to, and that is really what the light of God is supposed to look like. And I know that as tragic as that was, I know in my heart that there were definitely lights within that darkness and within that dark spot in Las Vegas. And so as I kind of just finish up here with my journaling and doing some finishing touches on the tab, I just want to leave you guys with some words of encouragement. It says in 2 Corinthians 4, verse 8 and 9, it says, "We are pressed on by every side by troubles, never abandoned by God. We get knocked down, but we are not destroyed." That was something that I journaled on Monday morning because it had just spoken to me, and I knew that it was something that I wanted to put in the margins of my Bible. I know in my heart of hearts that I am forever changed by this event. For me, it's even something as close as 9/11 for me that's going to kind of stick out in my memory. This one's definitely close to home, and with my mom being down there and my brother being in uniform, it definitely is a hard pill to swallow. But I know that God is going to continue to shine his light down on this city, and we have a lot of support throughout the whole nation and even through the whole world, which has been, it's just been so amazing to see such awesome community, and especially with the way that politics are and things like that, it's nice to just see people being kind and see people putting their best foot forward and making sure that they're telling their loved ones that they love them and speaking kindly instead of bitterly. That's so, so important. I'm a 3rd grade teacher, and along with telling my students about that one bad guy and thousands of amazing people who were helpers, we also had a conversation about just being kind, and we have that kind of philosophy at our school that's kind of a norm for us. And so I've just kind of challenged my students this week to be extra kind, to go out of their way to make someone feel good, and to make themselves feel good, to do something that's going to make them happy, to be kind to their families, to work hard in school and be kind to their classmates. And I would challenge you to do the same thing. Make sure that you are just living life to the fullest, living life for Him, and making your loved ones and your Lord your number one priority. And here at the top, I'm going to write, look up for the light when you are in darkness. So I'm going to leave you with that, along with a few close-ups of my page. Please like and subscribe, and just be kind to one another. And I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.